DC Days, if you're watching this, hit me up. Here is the bike, as you guys can see. The restoration process of a bike. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fine. So this video is going to be a different kind of video. We are going to be showing the restoration process of a bike which is owned by my grandfather. So let me tell you a backstory. My grandfather bought this bike brand new from the factory in 1990s, I guess, and later he used it a lot. What happened was he had a spinal cord problem and the doctor advised him not to ride a bike for a long time. So he stopped riding that bike and it was just lying there. And later we had to shift to Bangalore. The bike was completely kept in the garage and it has been in the garage for the past 12 years. Now, when I was 17 years old, I wanted to, restore the bike again. I want to bring it back to the running condition again. And from past 3 years, I've been planning to do so. And now I got the right contacts and now I'm going to get that bike restored. So I'm heading to my other house because the bike is parked over there in the garage. Head over to the house and I'll pick up the vlog from there. And hold on, you have to see this. Hi Pratirth.
Yo, what's up people?
This is how he's sitting in the car just to record me. So finally reached our home, and inside that garage the bike has been standing for the past 12 years, and now it's time for the beast to come out and see the sunlight. And I'm going to get it restored. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I'm going to be taking it to the person who is going to be restoring it. I'm going to show you the whole process of the bike being restored, or I'll try to show as much as I can because my exams are going to start, and so let's see where that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is the day. Finally the bike is going to get repaired, and yay! You can see I'm following the bike right now. Yeah, as you can see, I've loaded the bike in the auto right in front of me, and we are going to take it to the location where it is going to get repaired. Last clip whichever you saw was around 2 days ago, and since we had few issues, we couldn't take it on that particular day. We had to postpone it to 2 days ahead, and today finally the bike is going to go for its repair. The person who is taking us, he is Himesh. He is the one who has rented our garage for the Oriflame office. A special thanks to him because he has helped us a lot with this repair process and everything. I shall go to the location, unload the bike, and then pick up the vlog. Now as you guys saw, the bike got unloaded and now we're headed to get a few parts for the bike. The store is nearby for me. So now we're at the store to buy the parts, and it's called Jain Auto Center, and Samarth is there to receive the parts. Once I've received the part, we'll head back to the workshop again and hand over the parts to them, and let's continue the rest of the vlog there. So guys, I'm back at the place and they gave me a call saying that the bike is ready. It just needs another carburetor to be fixed because the old carburetor which was there in the bike it was jammed and it couldn't be reused again, so I have to go get a carburetor, and here is the bike as you guys can see. Once the carburetor is fit, the bike is all good to go, it is all serviced and everything is done, and yep, everything good to go.
Since we connect behind closed doors, spark this fire even more. No telling where we will be next. Surrender to your rapture. Lay your head at the sun will fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, finally my grandfather's 1981 SD D250 Classic is completely repaired and it is finally in running condition. After 12 long years sitting in the garage, it finally rose. You may be confused that how come a D250 Classic have headlights and speedometer like this? So let me tell you one thing. My dad, when he was young, he used to use his bike a lot. So he didn't like that bulky egg-like shape dome or the speedometer. So he changed the whole instrument cluster and the headlight and the handlebars to a Road King's handlebar and headlight. So that's why the whole thing looks different. Other than that, the bike is completely stock. No changes have been done to the bike since 1981. And this year, 2021, February 3rd, this bike is going to turn 40 years. 40 years of owning a bike. It's like huge. What do you say?
Yes.
Huge!
Huge.
Repair the bike. If you ask me that how much did it cost to repair the bike, with labor including and all the parts which had to be changed, it costed me around 7,000 rupees. I had to replace the carburetor because it was all jammed up as it was standing for 12 long years, and all minor parts which wears and tears because it was completely in a standstill mode and the motor wasn't running, and including labor, it just costed me around 7,000 with all the original parts, because I found people who sell original parts who bought all of the original parts from the factory itself, and the factory was getting auctioned. The special part about this bike is the gearing system. It is 1 up and 3 down. As it is a 4-stroke engine, it has only 4 gears, which is 1 up and 3 down. And this bike is an attention grabber. It just grabs people's attention if you're like going on the road. And the 2-stroke Symphony, it is literally unmatched. You just don't get sounds like this bike these days. The moment I showed it to my grandfather, he was all happy. My dad rode it. Everyone is happy. So if you want me to do like a review kind of thing of this bike, please head down to the comment section below and tell me if you want me to do a review of the bike. I would love to do a review of the bike. So the major changes, the major repair was, the major part which costed me was the carburetor. It costed me around 1.2k, and the clutch plate had to be changed because the clutch plate was worn out. So that costed me around 1.5k. So those two were the only major parts which had to be, which was a bit expensive. Rest all parts were around 200, 300. Even the tires, the tubes, everything was, less. It is fun to ride superbikes, it is fun to ride inline fours, but the feel you get of riding a 2-stroke is completely different. One has to, experience the feel or the rideability. A person has to experience to, tell how good these bikes were. And 250cc bikes in 1981, it is a big deal. And DC days, you got your new 2-stroke, which is the RXZ. I hope one day we could do a collab with your RXZ and my SD250 Classic. DC Days, if you're watching this, hit me up. Cut it. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's a bit of a lengthy video, but it had to be made, you know. You don't find such classics these days on the road. That is the main reason why I'm doing this video. We have shown super bikes, we have shown supercars, and why not a classic in the channel, right? So here you go, the classic on the channel.